Hey there, Saints. Pastor Dave here with another weekly devotion for you this Wednesday. Hope you're doing all right today. I'm going to share a quick reading from David Kuntz's Quiet Mind to get us started. This is a meditation on silence. God cannot be found in noise and restlessness. God is the friend of silence. Mother Teresa of Calcutta. For Mother Teresa, activity did not lead to God. Silence did. The point to consider is what leads you to an attitude of prayer, to making contact with the divine. Here are some questions to ponder. What kind of silence speaks to you of God? There are many kinds of silences. I can imagine that for some, perhaps for you, the roar of the ocean or the hum of urban noise is a kind of silence that can lead to God. Is it the silence that comes from the tumult of a storm, from the roar of the surf, or do you prefer the deeper quiet of a forest glade? Who encourages you to an attitude of silence or prayer? A friend? A saint? Officially canonized or not? Where do you feel most quiet or most open to the divine? At home? In a church? Perhaps a museum or a park? What are some personal links to prayer? A book? An image, a place, a sacred text? For Mother Teresa, activity did not lead to God, silence did. But it is also obvious that the God she encountered in silence led her to remarkable activity. This is a fine example of the truth that the reason for stopping is going. Spending time doing nothing, creatively and on purpose, giving your spiritual values opportunity to be present and urgent to you, has the result of reprioritizing your whole life. It clarifies and motivates. It can move you to magnificent activity. Saints, I don't know if you're the kind of person who is made comfortable or uncomfortable by silence. I think a lot of the time we do try to speak into any silence that occurs. We find it awkward. We want to fill the air around us with noise. And when we have those moments in a conversation where it lulls and nobody has anything to say, we feel like something's wrong. We feel like I've got to put something in here. Silence is space where God can speak. Silence is an opportunity for us to listen. And some of us have different places and different ways that we like to create that space and find that silence. I don't know what it is for you. I don't know if there's somewhere that you like to go or a particular activity that you like to do when you're being quiet. Who might help you remember the importance of this? Or what tools might you bring with you when you go? These are all great questions that are raised by the devotional. I think the best one, though, is why? Why do we need time for silence? I've found that I can keep myself pretty busy for a long time, for hours on end. I used to, when I was a kid, I used to complain more that I was bored. I had times when there was just nothing scheduled, nothing happening, and my brain needed stimulation. So I said I was bored. That's how I identified that there was nothing going on, and there was silence in my life at that moment. I have not felt that way in I don't remember how long. It seems like today, in the modern day, every moment of our day is scheduled. Every moment of our day is busy. There's always something that we are working on. And if there is any moment when we don't have to be doing something, we usually fill that up by picking up a movie or a book or pick up our phone and start scrolling social media. It feels like I'm just never bored anymore. There are no opportunities in my life for silence to occur naturally. And so I have to create it on purpose. Again, why? Because when we do that, we leave ourselves room to hear from God. We leave ourselves space that we need in order to reflect on what we're doing, where we're going, what we value, and why. In the silence, we are able to re-examine ourselves And if we keep ourselves always busy, we don't do that. We just continue moving along in the same routines and same patterns that we always have. I don't think that that's healthy. I don't think that that's what God intends for us. And so it is important for us to create periods of intentional silence, quiet, boredom, where we can be spoken to by God's Spirit, where we can be reoriented and find our new direction. Saints, that's your devotion for this week. Hope it's helpful and worth thinking about. Hope you're doing well and staying healthy. I'll be praying for you all. Please keep praying for me, and I will see you again soon. Take care, Saints.